it's like after I left my mama's house, like I'm on my own. Like I had my own spot out here. Me and my buddy, he locked up both of them. We had a spot right there. Door right there. You see where that ramp at?
Yeah.
That door right there.
Shit.
First trap spot.
Hold on, bring me back a little bit.
Okay.
So when you leave your mom's house?
15.
Why? Why are you leaving 15? Yo, nobody leaves. You see, to you that might be regular. I'm looking at it like, yo, I was in college at 20, and my mom is like, yo, where you going? You feel me?
I started selling weed when I was probably 13.
Yeah.
So I already had a little hustle, but that was just for like shoes, shit that I wanted. That's just me just doing, and it was just me just growing up in that environment. It's like I always looked up to the niggas who was running the street, like who I seen on an everyday basis. I know a lot of niggas say that, but I really like, it really like, it was like, damn. Cause I remember like just being a young nigga just coming through the neighborhood, walking through the neighborhood, like all the older niggas used to stop me like, hey, rap something, little man. Like that's what everybody called me, little man.
Yeah.
Rap something. And then it's like, I got a little older and it was like, man, I ain't fucking rapping, man. I'm just selling weed like y'all niggas.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we just went from there.
You exposed to that type of shit?
Yeah, it's just like being exposed to it. And then it's like, you know, that life really attracts certain people. You know what I mean? So that's how I was. But as I got older, it went from just liking guns to like liking the lifestyle. Like seeing niggas like big boy, like this a nigga from my neighborhood, like hit a lick, come through the neighborhood, like new truck, Tahoe truck, they got bags of weed on the trunk rolling out the bag, like all that type shit. So it turned into me like looking up at that shit like, damn, I want to be like that.
Yeah. Any point you ever like, at that point, and I know you young, but like getting on that trouble, you ever thought that, man, maybe like I'm the problem, like I'm doing too much, or you just saying you didn't even get it at that point?
Honestly, I knew I was the problem, but I didn't care that I was the problem.
Yeah.
At that point, if you get what I'm saying.
I feel you. I feel
like, I know I'm bad, but it's like I don't live.
Yeah, you're like, yo.
I live in a 2-bedroom apartment. Me and my sisters, goddamn, it's 5 of us on one bed.
Yeah.
We got a little ass TV with a fucking the TV that you put the tape player in.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't give a fuck about being bad. You know what I mean? So we move out there. This when I first started seeing like gangs, like, cause over here it wasn't no gang. It was like GD, but that's it. I moved out there to Gwinnett. It's like it's Bloods, Crips, motherfucking GDs. You got the Mexican gangs, cause it's a lot of Mexicans out there.
Yeah.
So you got Mexican gangs. I'm like, what the fuck? I started seeing shit on the desk and shit, stars, and gang sound. like, hell, this shit is. I knew what Bloods and Crips was, but I ain't never really just.
You ain't see
like
the other
that.
shit
like
too.
How they was banging out there, like, yeah, this the suburbs. These niggas like gang banging like a motherfucker. So at the end of the day, I didn't have no parents who was just like, do what you want to do. I got my ass whooped. They told me right from wrong, don't do this, don't do that. It's just me being mischievous and not really having what I want at the same time led to everything else. So that's when I moved out there, started selling weed, all that shit. I got into a shootout out there, all that. Like, I think it was the first shootout ever happened. I was probably 15. That was probably the first shootout in that little city type shit. Like, damn, shootout, all that. Boom. That's when the breakup happened. They break up. My mama go where she go. My stepdaddy, he stayed with all my little sisters and shit. I felt like I was a man already. You know what I mean? Like, I'm out of school. Like, I wasn't the average 15-year-old. Like, my mentality was like, I wasn't just running around doing dumb shit. I was, but it's like I felt like a grown man. I got a gun on me every day. I got a little bit of money. I'm selling my little weed. We hitting licks and shit. So it's like, I'm a grown man now. That's what I felt. So I left. But when I first came to these specific apartments, I already had some money. I probably had 15, 20,000. I was probably
for real?
17? We hit a lick. After that, we hit a lick for like 1,000. Me and other niggas.
Yeah.
So it's like, this time I'm 17, but I got a sack. I got some money. We get the spot right here. Townhouse. We selling out this motherfucker. Anything you can think of. So this is like when I first became like really, really independent. Where I'm like, I'm taking care of my mama. I'm giving my mama money. I helped her move into a house.
everything. Fucked up shit happening. How you realize you get that talent? Or is it some shit that you were always doing and you realize it was catching on?
I think it's harder for niggas to lie. And it's hard to rap about that type shit and like do it in a way where people like it. That's the hard part. When I was living it and rapping it, I really didn't care about the rap as much. So it's like, yeah, I was rapping, but I was just saying shit. Now it's like more like focused on the music. A lot of niggas ain't really lived it though. Niggas who can rap about it the best, they ain't really live it. They rapping in
That's the whole point I was trying to make.
Third person. So it's like you rapping about somebody else's life. That's like with the hard part. It'd be like certain shit that I would like to rap about, I can't rap about because it's so real. The pain that came behind that is like, yeah, I can't even find the words to describe that shit. Like I want to make a song about my partner so bad, but it's like I can't. I can't just sit in the booth and just rap about that shit because that shit like too real. It's too real. And it hurt too much to even just find the words to even just make it so people would like it. You know what I mean? Seeing your best friend die, like, why you getting shot? It's like a difference than just one of your homies died in the street. It's a difference when it's like you right there, you experiencing the shit like it's like a battle, like it's a different experience. I don't like to feel like I'm moping. So that's what really be preventing me from rapping about that type of shit. Cause to me, it feel like I'm being like too emotional. Not even emotional, just like sobbing.
Yeah.
And me, I know people might look at it like, nigga, you tripping. Like, nigga, that's some shit you need to rap about. But at the same time, just like the type of nigga I am, it's like I don't like feeling like that. I don't like feeling like I'm sobbing on the song or I'm like, cause like, hell nah, I want smoke. Fuck all that, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just how my mentality is. It's like, before I sit around and just, I express myself, but on the song, I can't do that. I don't like to feel like that. I got too much pride and I'm too like about strength. Like, that's what my mama always tell me, like, you strong. So it's like I always like to show like strength, like I made it through that. Fuck all that. I ain't finna sit here and cry on no song. I made it through that. Like I turned everything that was against me around and made something positive out of it. So I ain't gonna mope on that. I'm just gonna tell y'all how it's possible for you to be strong and go through all that and still do some shit with yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I feel you.
I used to have nightmares and shit. Like that's why I go to sleep. I don't go to sleep till 7 o'clock every night. I can't go to sleep no matter how hard I try. It's like,
how long ago that happened?
2013. My birthday, 2013. Man, I don't even want to go to sleep. Shit just crazy. I used to wake up in the middle of the night, grab my gun. Like, motherfuckers used to wake me up. I used to wake up with my gun like I'd be asleep. Cause I used to sleep with like my gun up under my pillow type shit with my hand on it. I used to just wake up and just, motherfuckers used to be scared to wake me up. On God, cause it was just like demons just on a nigga like. And I don't be saying that shit to brag or act like I'm just tough, cause a lot of niggas be trying to like put that on me like, oh, Savage think he did. I don't think I'm nothing, bro. I'm just me. I'm not the toughest nigga on earth. I'm not the most gangstest nigga on earth. I'm just Savage, bro. I'm not trying to be all that. I'm just telling the world, telling you like my life. Like, this is just my life, bro.
But I think a lot of times people don't realize that, like, you got to deal with loss. Like, and that's part of everything that you went through, right? So even that, like, people don't think you had those emotions. That's one of the things, when you first came on the scene, I used to look at you like, this nigga look like he don't feel shit.
Yeah.
Like, it felt like there was a stone wall in front of everything that you were saying. Like,
I think, like, all the shit I went through and shit, like, it just made me that. It made me cold, I guess you could say. Shit. I'm not gonna ever show my emotions. You ain't gonna never just see me just. If I'm sad, I'm gonna be in the house sad. I ain't letting nobody know I'm sad. I don't want no pity. Like, when I talk about people that's dead that meant something to me, I'm not doing that shit for pity or none of that. I'm just expressing my experiences in life and the tribulations and trials I had to go through. I'm not looking for pity. I don't want motherfuckers to be like, oh, damn, Savage went through that. That's sad. Like, nah, nigga, I ain't doing it for that. You know what I'm saying? So that's the stone wall, I guess. And my mama even say that, on God. My mama used to cry on the phone to me because, like, after that shit happened, it's like she used to be like, it's like I lost you that night type shit. Like, I had to go see a doctor for that shit and everything. Like, my mama made me go see like a psychiatrist or some shit.
What age?
This was probably like 2 years ago or some shit. A year, 2 years ago.
I know you say you don't show that emotion. A lot of the emotion you don't show publicly, but if you're gonna be sad, you're gonna be sad like by yourself. You ever catch yourself like crying just off of just kind of re-experiencing that shit?
Yeah. Hell yeah. Like that Jeezy, that Young Jeezy and Keisha Cole, Dreaming. It's a song called Dreaming.
Yeah.
I always cry when I hear that song.
Wow.
I don't know why. It just be like I might just be in the car by myself just playing that shit. Like, 'cause my partner used to love Jeezy like the most. Like, then nobody loved Jeezy more than him type shit. That shit just make me tear up. I don't know why though.
You think you got like survivor's remorse a little bit, where like you've been through some shit where you seen somebody lose their life, and you made it out, and then you constantly think about like, yo, it could have been the other way around.
Definitely. Like when that shit first happened, I used to wish that I died too. And I don't know suicide like, oh, I'm finna kill myself shit, but like on some shit like, damn, I wish I would just went with him type shit. You know what I'm saying? Cause like,
You know, in the same situation is.
I got shot 6 times. He got shot twice. He died, I didn't. So I used to be, like my mama asked me one day, she was like, what the fuck did she say? Oh, she was like, do you believe in God? Like, do you believe that God kept you here for a purpose? Because you got shot that many times and survived, and he died and he got shot way less times than you did. And I was just told her, I was like, nah, I just believe in like cause and effect. Like, I believe like the bullet didn't do enough damage to me to kill me. The bullet that hit him did enough damage to take his life. So I don't believe in, oh, you here for a reason or this happened because of this. I just believe like, if I put a gun in your head right now and pull the trigger, it's a high % chance that you're gonna die. You know what I'm saying? So I believe in science type shit. But in a sense, yeah, I do. I got survivor, like, I be feeling like, damn, why didn't I just die with him? Like,
You scared of death?
hell no. I'm scared of being alive and dealing with some shit forever.